They took out everything, turn over, we bag them, you know, our suitcase, everything. And they took the most important stuff that we were working with, our equipments.
My laptop.
I was pissed with him for that because he knew that his laptop was going to be stolen, and he didn't even say to me,
anything, sir.
Babes, pick the laptop, put it in the car.
I don't know anything.
You said you had the intuition.
But that don't mean that I know.
From the night.
But
so
that don't mean I don't know.
When we woke up, you should have said to me, hon, I have a feeling that we're gonna get robbed. Just pack our important stuff in the car.
Oh, I run off of the
I'm here.
It's like this one want to run away from the set somehow.
How better?
I'm so excited. Greetings, welcome to another episode of Queen Jodi and AP
Uncensored
Podcast. Yeah, and today we have a very, very, very special episode, guys. You're definitely going to want to watch this one. And it's about how we lost the $1 million around there on rent and what we would have done differently if we had the money before the time, like how we would invest the money better. And so that's what the video is going to be about. If you're moving to the Gambia and you're thinking about renting a house for the year or something like that, you know, some of the challenges that you might have to look out for so you don't go through the same thing that we got through. Yeah. And I want to drop a disclaimer as well. And that disclaimer is, this is not a bash against Gambia or the Gambian people in any way, shape, or form. This is just us sharing our story about where we go through and how we lose the money there. And the money there could have done a lot for us if we had, you know, had it in hand and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Right.
$1 million.
$1 million.
My God of His mercy.
But that took 3 years still, really.
It took 3 years.
So, in our way, we still do good.
We still do good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In what way so? How so?
Yeah.
All
right.
Yeah,
let's recap. Like from the beginning, when we just touched down, because we just talked about the plane land, right? So we just touched down over Senegal. Yeah. And we made the trip over to Gambia on the boat. And we did have to find a place to stay. So when we actually started paying rent was like, we got this it was a 5-bedroom, yeah?
Yeah, it was a 5-bedroom.
Yeah. And AP, that 5-bedroom, it was really nice, to be honest. I liked the bantuba at the back there and the wash area.
Wait, what are you talking about? Like, which house are you talking about? Are you talking about the first house that we rented? Okay, so but you're not starting the story from the real top. Because the truth is we were staying somewhere.
Yeah, we did.
And as a couple, we wanted a place for ourselves that we can, you know, have our own privacy. And we decided that we're going to do house hunting.
Yeah.
You're not starting the story from the top, Jenny. I don't know what's going on with you there. Let me fix your mind.
Let me rewind. Okay, so we're recapping.
It's like she wants to jump the story to the end already. This one. You like to skip story. By the way, you're looking very beautiful, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have to tell you.
But you are handsome
Me,
too. Anyway.
I'm working on it. So, I remember the day, man. We said we want a house for ourselves, and we decided that we're going to go house hunting. Me, I was afraid of going out because I wasn't really too used to Gambia yet, and it was like
and I was like, AP, if we sit down in here, so we're not going to know Gambia, so we have to go outside.
Yeah, it's like that. It was like that. To be honest with you, I'm not going to lie. You know, coming to the Gambia is not necessarily something that I was used to, for example, and so I didn't want to just go out there and just walk around like that without knowing anything.
It's because you're an introvert, and for me, I was an extrovert, so it's easier for me to like just step out and do something.
Yeah, that's
I
you.
have to like coerce you into doing something.
Too much. So we went online though. We went on the Facebook page, and we were scrolling and we saw a house for rent. So we made contact and we met up with the agent. He was a very bossy guy. Like, he was in his dark shades like, yeah, my brother.
I think he's a diasporan somehow because he seems to have traveled. Yeah.
The guy was like, yo, my brother walk one. Yeah, me know Jamaican from where me did there, you see. I was like, yeah, boy. You even talk patois more than me.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, the place is good. You know, if we go to the place, we're going to love it. But I remember the first time we pull up at that big, massive gate, and the wall was like,
yeah,
this high, outer scream high. And the area was very good. It was around Maria Makunda.
Wow.
And Maria Makunda is a very nice place to live.
To be honest with you. From Maria Makunda to Wulinkama, it's like those areas are really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we went inside the house. And when we walk around the house, we're like, Jodi, the house is really big still.
It's big.
5 bedroom for what reason? Why do we need this place?
But it was the most reasonable we could find at the time too, and that really appealed to us.
Yeah. And the trouble with that was that at the time, it was around December time when there's tourist season.
Yeah, and the prices of rent tend to be higher during that time.
And there was no like 1-bedroom houses like
available,
that.
Yeah,
so that was the only one that was close to something that we could do. And at the time we were doing affiliate marketing, so we were making some small money on the side that we could afford to pay for the house.
Yeah. And I think at that time too, we're still doing a lot of live streams.
Yeah.
Because we had a campaign for growing our page and growing our income stream.
That is true. If you're watching now, please click subscribe on this channel. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So we walk around the property. The guy's like, yeah, this place is nice. Everything is good. We went to see the owner and we paid for 6 months.
Yeah. I think that was around 150.
It was around 150,000.
They wanted more, but we negotiated, to be honest.
Yeah. We had help. Because, the accent. To be honest with you, when you're in Gambia, first time you have accent, you don't know how things work. Some people might want to take advantage of that.
People still do try to take advantage.
But now we know how to accent things. Like, you don't play games there. And so... It was. We paid the 6-month rent.
Yeah, we did.
We were staying at the house.
And what I liked at that place was we had a security there.
Yeah.
And he was really cool.
He was cool.
He's from Sierra Leone.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
I don't know, but we seem to find some really cool Sierra Leones around the place.
Yeah, they're all nice.
So,
Yeah. He was very good. He was there for us, and the house didn't feel too lonely at the time.
Yeah.
But the whole point is how we lost the money on that house now.
Yeah.
So we have to get to the point of how we lost that money. So we were there I think around 3 months, 2 to 3 months.
We spent 3 months there.
Yeah. And then while we were staying there, we realized the property owner, well, quote unquote property owner, because we're not sure if she was the actual owner or not.
Based on my review, she was not necessarily the property owner, but I think she was supervising the property. She was managing the property for a family overseas.
Yeah.
And the family kind of giving themselves
I don't know if they subscribe
the way how
to the
they
channel
were
still.
commenting on under the page about that property that we were in. It's like no, this seemed to be the owner.
We were adding so much value to the property. It's very weird. It's like that.
Anyways, so because of few issues, we just decided
No, that's not Jodi. You're jumping the story. I get that. It's like the person who was supervising the property started to, make certain demands of us while we're in the house.
Yeah, they want to drop TV in the night.
They want to come and check when we're doing this.
When we,
it's
like the time frame in which they want to send message to say, okay, I'm coming to check. And we are busy, to be honest. At the time, we were on the streets doing tours, doing videos. So you can't just pop up or just call us and say, hey, we're coming to the house. No, it don't work like that, because we're not stationed at the house.
That is true.
We're about to giant on the chair. You get me?
This girl.
Exactly.
You remember the night when she come? If you drop the TV
and she didn't want to fight.
She was like, you were going to fight that night. You were going to fight.
If she ever touched my husband, me and I would have things.
To be quite honest with you, young lady was like, yo, I want to put the TV in my house. There's extra room. Put it and close it there.
All right.
It's like,
officially, guys, the TV was there when we went to see the property.
Then she take it
right?
up.
So now, in our minds, okay, we're going to be renting the property. They already show us what is in the property. So we're expecting that, okay, the TV is going to be there. So when we went there and started to stay, we realized the TV is not there. So we just asked. We said, I thought the TV came with, to be honest with you, we don't watch TV. We even have a TV here at our house right now. And you can't, unless we're playing like a podcast or...
We don't really use it.
We don't really use this TV. So we just asked, because I'm like, okay, why the TV not there if it was there
but
before.
they took it out because we didn't
They said it was
negotiate their price.
They said it was security reasons why they took it out.
Whatever.
Which a security guard was there.
Whatever.
Anyhow, we don't know. Almost to the 3 months is when they want to bring the TV.
Yeah.
And we're like, it's late now at night. We really don't want this TV in the house anymore. As a matter of fact, because we don't want to say we damage the TV. Because we're not using it.
That is true. It was weird. The lady called us and tell us that she's bringing in TV. We're like, yo, don't bring no TV to the house. We rent this.
But
she bribed the security guard to open the door because she was the one who was paying him money.
Him, she threatened him.
Okay.
If you don't open the gates,
you're fired.
You're not getting the job.
Yeah. So the boy opened the gate. She came with her entire family. Oh my God. Yeah. I was saying, you're not going to put this TV in my house. She was like, what did you say? Ah! She was ready to come and she was going to fist.
I saw her, she was like ready.
She was like
mother fall ready
like,
to.
what?
So I was
Put
like watching her on the sideline because if you ever touch my husband,
you don't have to do that. It's fine. So that was the craziness that happened that night.
That's true.
The house was very nice. I think we did a few videos there as well. And the house was nice. The house was very nice, and it's like
we wanted to do even more with that property, but based on the vibes that we were getting and stuff like that, we couldn't do anything. So we just say, what, just chill, and then we actually decided to find another place instead of staying there.
Yeah, but really and truly, that night was the reason why we decided, like, we want a refund back for the balance of the month that was not there. We're going to leave the property. Yeah. So she what she did was illegal though. She forced us out. We ended up leave the property and she withheld our money. I know we don't get that back.
Yeah, we didn't get the 3 months that we did not spend there. We didn't get a return for that. Yeah. And quote unquote in their what you call contracts, they will have a thing that they said if they didn't send you out of the property, then they don't have the rights to refund you. The way how they do it make you want to just leave the property.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. It's like I want you to do something for me, but I don't say do it, I push you to do it. Yeah.
Because if I push you to do it, you're gonna leave. If I start give you trouble within the time frame where you spend the rent, then you go just get fed up and leave, and then me I go get the extra money because I never tell you if you leave. Yeah. That kind of vibe.
It's like that. So right now,
I don't know if there's anyone here that has been going through that here.
There's a lot of people that are going through that, sir. And so right now they feel justified with that.
Yeah,
so
they feel justified.
That's the first one, because there's a lot of them, but we're just going to focus on the ones that really stand out to us. Yeah. So we moved now, and we live at a place that was very nice, very beautiful there.
That's true.
We ended up we stayed there like two months for free. Yeah. Shout out to the owner if he's watching. Very good guy.
Yeah, because when he discovered that we were having issues at the first house, that house that we were staying for the 6 months, he said, "Hey, I have a place. You guys stay." So he said, "Stay." We stayed for free for like
2 months.
2 months.
Then after, he was saying he wants to do some stuff on the house. Yeah. We said, okay, let's put something down because you allowed us to stay too. Because at that time we didn't have any money there. Yeah, like that first property owner took everything at the time. But that guy is very nice and he allowed us to stay. So we decided, let's give him something. Yeah. Then we realized, the rent kind of somehow start to go up.
Little by little.
Yeah, this thing. I was like, oh man, let's after 6 months, we decided that we're going to move. 6 months there.
That's around our anniversary when we celebrated our anniversary down by Sanyang.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, I think after that celebration, we decided that we're going to leave that place. We ended up leaving and we moved to a place in Tangi. Now,
yeah, we moved to Tangi.
The Tangi house. The Tangi house. Guys, nice. we move around. Like, we move around Gambia, to be quite honest with you. That's another 6 months there, to be quite honest. And when we met with the guy to rent his house, I'm going to be honest with you, I had an intuition that told me that I should not rent the house from him because he seems very desperate somehow.
To be honest with you, I never really pick up anything.
He felt desperate.
And just trying to follow your lead.
No, it's not.
So
Like,
if you
like
did
that
tell
day.
me,
No.
if you did tell me,
No,
say,
Jody.
babes, me have a
Jody,
feeling, say,
the day when we were going out, I told you. You remember we were trying to meet him to pay him the deposit.
Yeah, that is true.
And it's like he was going to leave that day, he said. And it's like we couldn't reach him.
Yeah.
Like every time we're supposed to go, something happened and we stay at the house. That was a sign that we weren't supposed to rent the house, but we ignored the sign.
Okay.
And we forced ourselves to go and give him sign a contract in the streets. We signed the rental contract in the street. Give him the money in the street.
Yeah.
And then the next day he gave us the key.
Yeah.
It's not even the same day that. It's the next day we get the key.
Us the key. True.
Well, we went at the house was beautiful. It was very nice, to be quite honest with you. The area was very peaceful in Tangi. You know, Tangi is a very nice place, to be quite honest, in terms of the energy where we were. It was good.
One thing though that we noticed with the property, because there was an empty lot on one side here, I think there was an empty lot on the other side, but like a mango tree was like near the back door section.
Yeah.
And then persons would pass by, and they used to allow people to like catch water there. But for us, we are like we're quiet people. We don't really like too much people hanging out.
No.
You know,
That
so
is
we
true.
kind of did just stop that. And then if it was just borehole strictly, then we would still probably allow it, because we're like, you know, water is
But we have to
hard
pay the
for
bill.
people. But we had to be paying the electricity bill for them to get water, and we just never see how feasible that was for us.
It's not just that the water will be on running the whole day, and then the bill will increase.
Exactly.
And so it's like, hey, we have bills to pay inside this house. There, how are we? And one of the worst things is when we come home and then there's no water in the tank.
Exactly.
And there's no Nawik. So it's like,
yeah, so you were left out of the window.
Yeah,
so.
that was very bad. So we realized once we cut that off, we started to face a little bit of challenges with the house. And, you know, we report to the owner. First thing, the house was not as secure as we would like it to be.
Yeah.
In terms of the fencing.
Yeah, because even the walls weren't that high, but it was high enough. So someone would have to actually lift themselves over the wall.
Over the wall. It's very easy.
It didn't have any barbed wires or anything like that.
But Jody, to be honest with you, to Gambian, the way our Gambian contractors build housing and fencing, it's easy to break through that.
Exactly.
You just get a hammer, boom, 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 boom. You go inside like that.
Because even the
There's no
front
steel.
fence,
It was shaking like that.
So I guess if I just push with more strength, I would break it.
Yeah, it was like weird. Like there's no security there really. It was
exactly.
like the guy could even beat your house out and come inside, which is something that we're going to add why we left that place.
Yeah.
Now let's get to the point. Rainy season was flooding. You know, we tell the owner, he was like, oh, really? Oh, my God, let me try and do something, he said.
Because what we realized, water was coming through the windows, bottom windows.
Yeah, windowsill.
Yeah, the windowsill.
And the flooring.
Yeah.
We were sweeping water every day, wiping water like.
Luckily, it wasn't the main room that we were staying in. It was in the other rooms. So we reported that. They sent someone to fix it.
They sent someone to try and fix it.
Yeah.
Because the water was still coming in, but I think that's where everything with this house started to go wrong, because, you know, it's
strangers
like
start come in and see
where you have your stuff.
But we didn't even have anything much. Like the owner had his own furnitures in there, so those furnitures weren't ours. The only thing that we had there was our bags that we're moving with.
Yeah, but
and our little small pattern.
But nobody knows what's in your bag. Your bag was closed.
Unless the person who come to fix
was checking
the bags.
We don't know. The guys, they were coming in and out the house. I didn't like it, but there was problems with the house. So it's like there was a time when I got really sick. Like I couldn't even walk.
Yeah.
And we wanted to go and buy food, but before that, the night we were hearing a lot of noise outside.
Yeah, and I
you
kept
were telling me,
thinking,
what is it?
I think 2 nights before that, even I kept hearing sounds in the back the back area. And I said, maybe it's the mango tree, because it was rainy season
as well.
So I'm like, maybe it's the mango tree, you know, the breeze blowing down the mango. Or maybe somebody a fling stone in the mango tree and it'll come
someone
over.
was throwing stones.
So
just a fling stone.
I was just assuming all those things. I wanted to go and check the back, But somehow we just never get around to checking it, because then by that time AP
I was
took
very
sick.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to be nursing him, and me at that time too, me, I was very weak.
Mm-hmm.
Like my energy was being sucked out of me. So I was stronger than him though, so I was able to like move around the house and do stuff.
Yeah.
But that night in particular, I kept hearing sounds and sounds and sounds.
Yeah.
And I'm like, AP, me, I hear sounds.
I thought it was birds. I thought it was the birds. To
yeah,
be
at that point too.
Thought it was the birds.
Eventually, the morning we got up, because it was a Sunday morning.
Yeah. I had this intuition that someone was trying to break in the house and they were going to steal our stuff. I even know what they were going to steal. I didn't say anything to Jodi.
You never said
we went
anything.
to the market to buy.
I was like, I'm not going to stay in this house and we are not having any food. Oh.
So we go out to buy food. It was raining. Water was everywhere. Good thing we were driving an SUV at the time.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the car was swimming through that water. The water was deep. Oh my God. So we went to turntable, we buy food. Coming back, I was driving even though I was sick. The queen, she can drive, but she need more practice, yeah? So we will work on it. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. So
if
it's
don't
like,
want me for drive here,
it's like
you just want to drive.
A lot of
me,
women don't mind
understand.
their husband driving them.
Yeah,
So I don't know what
I
you're
don't
saying.
mind, but I want to be able to, like, if situations like that.
I know. I appreciate you now.
Yes.
Jelly
So you have to allow me to get more practice.
I will do that, my love. Okay. Don't worry, huh? We'll work on it. Yeah, so guys, if you're enjoying the story thus far, you're learning anything, we're just sharing this story so that you guys can understand some of the situation that we've been through.
Yeah.
So if you're renting, then you will know what to look out for, right? I hope you're getting nuggets from that. By the way, we want to say shout out to Biamo Group Limited. If you're thinking of building a house or doing agriculture in Gambia and you want safe land, check out www.biamogroup.com and talk to them, right?
Yeah, talk to them.
So we went to the market. We were coming back. When we got to the house, I knew it. I just knew it. She went and opened the gate.
Yeah, he drove in.
You went in the house first. You were rushing in.
Yeah, you drove in. And I wanted to pee.
Always. That's your thing.
Yeah. So I like, okay, let me just get into this place fat.
Mm.
So I open up the gates, the grill to the door, veranda.
Yeah.
And then I open the
big door, Jodi.
Yeah, the front door.
You went inside.
Yes, I went in. I
What
saw
happened?
my bag on the chair. That's what my eyes catch first. And my passports and AP's passports was just like open up out on the... I'm like, no.
That's not how you
Then
left
my eyes moved to... So I ran back out because I didn't even notice that the door was torn off at the back. Because how the house is positioned, the front door and the back door is in line. So once you open the front door, you should be able to see the back door. But somehow my eyes never reached the back door yet. So I ran back out. I said, AP, did you leave my bag open for any reason? Did you go back into my bag after I went in there? He said, no. So I run back in the house again, and I look straight through the back door and see the mango tree.
To be honest with you, what happened was it was a very horrific experience, but I already knew that it was going to happen, so it wasn't too much shocking for me. But my laptop.
Yeah.
My laptop.
I was pissed with him for that because he knew that his laptop was going to be stolen, and he didn't even say to me, anything, sir. Babes, pick the laptop, put it in the car.
I don't know anything.
You said you had the intuition.
But that don't mean that I know.
From the night.
But that don't mean I don't know.
When we woke up, you should have said to me, hon, I have a feeling that we're going to get robbed. Just pack our important stuff in the car.
To be honest with you.
But anyways, I was just only pissed for that moment. But for me, it's material things. So what am I going to get myself worked up over?
So they basically ransacked the house.
Yeah. Them turn up my panty drawer. I don't know what them did I look for it.
They took everything.
They took out everything, turn over, we bagged them, our suitcase, everything. And they took the most important stuff that we were working with, our equipments.
Yeah. And at the time, we depending on those
all our equipments, GoPros.
To do the real estate tours that we were doing. The vlogs
Apple
that we were doing.
Laptop. We even made a report to the police station, AP, and nothing came out of it.
It's like that, you know.
Yeah.
What the police said is it's very difficult to follow these things.
That is true.
But what happened was mostly that they took everything, but they left the most important thing, which was our money that we need and our passport.
Give thanks to that. Yeah.
So anyways, we contact the house owner.
The property
we tell
owner.
them, he said he suspect this, he suspect that.
Yeah,
we told him,
he has his quote-unquote
we
suspects.
told him that we were not secure in the house, so we're going to move. We didn't tell him at first that we wanted to leave first. He was asking us, so we checked around to see if there was a place to stay. Then we left with the house key, right? So he was asking, he sent his family to try and get it. Or they called us, they were threatening us, they was making noise and stuff like that. But he took the balance of our money. We report everything, nothing happened. So we lost that money. Yeah. We lost a lot of money there. And then after that, we rented a short-term place. Stay there for some time. That money, that's money that we could have saved if at first we rented a house that was good for 1 year.
And to be honest with you, at that time we were struggling.
Yeah, we were struggling. To be quite honest,
we were struggling at that time. Our personal finance was kind of low based on what happened to us. And we had plans, but they didn't come through the way we wanted at the time.
Yeah.
So, you know, all of those little things that we were saving up, we had to just use because the property owner wasn't forthcoming, genuine, you know. We understand. All right, let me put it this way. We understand that things can happen at a property, right? But to be honest with you, with a person's conscience and stuff like that, I would have thought that they would have considered the situation.
No,
because the situation is not a case where, oh, you go to them property, you mash up them property, and they want you to leave. Or you understand, you're leaving out of your own whatever. It was a life and death situation, because what if those quote-unquote thieves came in and saw us? And
it wasn't meant to be.
And their minds were a set away. You understand? Then we would have been in danger. And we still were in danger because we don't know if they were planning to come back the next day. And the funny thing is, AP, the property owner have stuff in there, like a flat screen TV.
And they took nothing.
If you're a thief, why won't you take a flat screen TV?
They didn't take that.
You know, they don't take the property owner's things. They take our things. So now that had me questioning stuff as well. And the fact that the property owner is going to say, oh, I have a suspect. Now I'm suspecting the property owner as well.
Well, he disappeared with our money. So there's...
You know, so these are things...
There is that.
that you may face or probably...
Hopefully not.
I wish you don't have to.
We don't talk about this because, you know... Yeah,
it's not a matter of...
It's like, you know, now it's Queen Jodi and AP Uncensored.
Exactly.
So we're sharing these things now, so you know. But before we just move on and live our lives, because we don't care about that. To be honest with you, we don't lose sleep over, you know, whether a property owner take our money or whether somebody... We don't lose sleep over that because that's nothing to us. We're just going forward.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, there's a lot more things that happen. You know, we keep on renting houses for 6 months. We spend money there and we're moving around like this.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's good, even to where we are right now. It's good, we're moving around. But all of that money that we spent, to be quite honest to you, when we calculated it just now before shooting this video.
Yeah, we sat down and calculated it. And that's just rent, guys. That's just rent. It's not like traveling and food and stuff like that. So
yeah, the money that we spent, it was over a 3-year period for true. So you can't really just look on it and say, why, you know, $1 million say, but the duration at the time is really important.
Yeah.
To say
if
it was worth it or not.
Yeah.
To spend $1 million say on rent over a 3-year period is fine, I guess.
Yeah.
But we could have actually rented 4 or 5 years with that money. That's a lot of money.
That is true.
That is not fine, Jodi.
That is true. But you know what?
Wait, I'm going to do a calculation. Go. Let me do a calculation. To be
honest with you, and which is why I would have preferred if persons allowed for 3 months rentals instead of 6 months to a year. Because it's a disadvantage to the rentee, you know? Because especially if you didn't have much and you put your much together and say, okay, let me stay here for 6 months, and then the property owner is not honorable enough to
honor the agreement.
Honor the agreement and to be respectful, you know, those kind of things. So now you run the person out, quote unquote. You didn't, but the way how you do it make the person feel uncomfortable, and you leave. The person cannot get back their money.
Yeah, but you know what happened is like what I would say the way forward.
Yeah.
What we would have done with that money, because what I just calculated was, let's say the rental was 200,000, and what we just calculated would have saved 100 and something thousand.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would have, which is money that we could have used.
Exactly.
But you know, over 3 years, if we were saving over 3 years, or we had that money up front, we could have built like a room and parlor somehow.
Yeah.
And a piece of land.
For real.
You know, and then we would have saved a lot more money over time.
That's
you understand?
true. That is true.
If you're going to spend, let's say $1 million on rent, even over a 3-year period, is still a lot of money. Versus if you did have like a piece of land and you put a 1-bedroom on it or 2-bedroom on it, and it's going to cost you anywhere around 600,000-700,000 for it. Nothing fancy, something just solid, nice inside. And then you stop the rent. So every money that you make after is just going to be in your bank account sitting.
That's true. I think for most persons, especially who they're not sure they want to live in the Gambia, even if they buy a land for having something here, the idea of going to bill and you're not sure, it kind of, so it's easier to go in for renting a property.
Yes.
So it's just that.
But but renting a property over 3 years though, like if you're not sure about staying in the Gambia, why would you stay in the Gambia for 3 years? You know,
well,
I wouldn't do that.
No, I understand what you're saying.
I wouldn't do that.
Maybe the person will come and go, but for us, we knew that we had to be here.
Yes, but even if they're coming and going, wouldn't it make sense to buy a 20 by 40 piece of land or a 20 by 20 piece of land from Biamo Group Limited, build a 1-bedroom if it's just you, put solar, borehole on it, do backyard gardening, and then when you're ready for travel, you travel, and then you come back.
Well, that is true.
Doesn't that make sense?
That is more feasible now, especially with a company like Biamo Group Limited that you can trust to get proper land. You understand? And with a good process. Construction is not difficult either, especially if you have persons that you can trust to get the job done as well. So, and finance, because to build a 1-bedroom is really not a lot.
No, it's not. It's
really
not.
not a lot.
If you build it local style, it's not. But if you're going luxury, it might cost.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a lot of things that go on with construction. So for us, when we do the calculation, it was like, yo, no, Jody, we need to make a video on this. Now, let's talk about this. Because what happened is, over time, when you pay rent over time, you spend a lot more money than if you actually just go and build something.
That's true, because especially if the property that you're renting didn't have furniture, then you'd have to fill that property with furnishings. Like the first time, we didn't have anything there. Only thing they had there was the sofa. Yeah. And I think we
were sleeping on the ground first. And the sofa.
We slept in the sofa, and then we were like, no, this sofa is not comfortable. We need to, and we spread out the clothes that we had, sheet that we had, and sleep on it.
My back, even though I still have back pain. Oh my god!
You don't have back pains now. Oh my gosh!
I have back pain
really?
now.
So I'm not doing enough massage.
You're not doing no massage for me then.
No worries, I'll hire someone. That will work.
No problem. Let's go.
Okay.
But to be honest, we sleep on the ground, the guys. It was, and the night was cold.
And we had a Gambian brother that came by, saw us getting stuff, and assisted us. Those stuff ended up staying at the property, one of the properties that we stay, you know, we give out some of
you know
stuff.
What I want to say is, like, I want to say, even though we spend so much money, the experience was good. Because then it makes us more stronger when it comes to living in Africa. That's why we can stay here for 3 years.
It shows us what it's likely to happen. Even if we don't go through it and somebody else come and go through it, you know, that person is not lying about their experience.
Yeah, it's true. No, listen, if most of what you see on YouTube when it comes to living life in Africa is not like 100%. Some people sugarcoat stuff.
Some people exaggerate stuff.
The truth is, life, what we did in terms of spending that money, we would have invested wiser if we had that money in bulk. So a lot of people are coming with that much money. Some, not much like that, but some are coming with that much or more.
Yeah.
Instead of like trying to go and rent a luxurious place, sometimes it's better you just do it Jamaican style. Buy a piece of land somewhere that is good. Put your solar, your borehole, build a standard 2-bedroom, move inside, save some of your money in the bank, and then you see.
That's true, because if you look at a $1 million CAP, you can get a land. The cheapest you can get,
like 150.
Nice land is 150.
Like,
right?
Not in the city area there. Yeah?
Not in the city area, because land in the city area just at 15 by 20, thereabout is 1.2 point something, 5 point something.
Very expensive.
Exactly. So like outside of the city area, you will find like cheap lands like 150. Affordable. I don't say cheap. It's affordable. Yeah, you can afford it. And then now you put your 1 bedroom is more likely to be I think roughly 300,000 can build.
It depends. It depends. I wouldn't.
No.
I would not quote you on that there because I wouldn't quote you on that because it depends. Material, workmanship, the contractor that you're using.
So maybe 500,000 then.
I still would not do that. I cannot say that I cannot say that public because I don't know. Do you understand? But what I can say is I've seen local people build their houses themselves.
Yeah.
So there is a possibility that it can be less than what others may charge you to build a house. You know, because most people build with the profit in mind and stuff like that. But if you're doing it yourself, it may or may not be like that. It depends.
Exactly.
This is why I cannot quote.
No problem.
Aha. So now don't say, then you go here, Queen Jodi, this said this. No. That is it. So that's why I don't want you to say that.
No, I'm just estimating. I didn't say it's the exact price. So
no, you were standing me at that price.
No, I said roughly you could do something from that range up. You understand?
But to be honest with you, over the past 3 years of living in the Gambia, even though we spend that much money on rent, do you regret anything?
No, I haven't.
You don't regret it?
No, because I've learned a lot. I've understood. I have understood the people to an extent. What to expect from them, what not to expect from them. You know, it's like, you know, when you just find out about a gadget.
Yeah.
And you say, okay, I know which button for press, you know, which button for do this, do that, that kind of vibe. So I've learned, okay, where I need to go, where I don't need to go, that kind of vibe. So
okay. So guys, to be quite honest with you, life in Gambia can be progressive or not progressive based on how you see things. And so it's like that.
It can be quite exciting if you look at it that way with all the experiences that you go through.
Yeah, for real.
You know?
For real. But we want to say thank you guys for tuning in to our Uncensored podcast. You know, we shared this information with you in hopes that it will help you on your journey. If you are thinking of renting a house, maybe that one will inspire you and you can make better decisions than we did. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. We're 20K strong. We want to grow it up to 30K. So that's our mission for 2024. And we're coming to you with more podcast episodes, more stories like this.
That's right.
We don't want to make up nothing. Maybe if you guys have anything that you want us to discuss, just comment below and we'll look into it like that. Any questions, send us an email at queenjodiandap@gmail.com. And we will get back to you when we have the time. That's the truth.
And until the next time, guys, work and let it work.
Oh, yeah. Check out the merch. The merchandise is like down under this. It depends. If you just look, you'll see.
I don't think for Gambia we will see it. But outside. Probably persons outside of Gambia.
Who's monetized.
Yeah.
They can buy it. Thank you guys so much for your support and your love.
Go get the merch, guys.
Get the merch. Love you.